What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we're going to be going over the 8.2 patch notes. We're going to start with the item changes, the god changes, going over the changes to the Conquest map, reviewing these skins, and then finally going into Tiamat's kit. I plan to release a Tiamat mid video tomorrow, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stop by the channel tomorrow and check it out. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Starting off with item changes, and there's only two. Gilded Arrow, this item should no longer mark jungle bosses. Mannequin Scepter, fixed an issue where Mannequin Scepter was dealing magical damage rather than physical damage. Decreased the attack speed slow from 7% to 3.5% per stack. Up next, we're going to be going over the god changes. The first god change is Danzabora. Uproarious Rocket decreased the physical power scaling from 110% to 100%. I think this is a move in the right direction. His ultimate just slaps. King Arthur fixed an issue where King Arthur could proc item effects with his basic attacks. King Arthur should not be able to proc any item effects through his basic attacks. That just makes sense. That's more of a fix than a nerf. Baba Yaga decreased the potion brew pre-fire time from 0.4 seconds to 0.2 seconds. Decrease potion brew post-fire time from 0.2 seconds to 0.1 second. Decrease potion swap pre-fire time from 0.3 seconds to 0.1 second. Decrease potion swap post-fire time from 0.3 seconds to 0.1 second. The travel speed and warning time of the lob potion is unchanged, so Baba Yaga is going to have less animation time before she can actually cast her 2 and switch potions around. Jormungandr, Jormungandr's basic attacks can no longer be reduced by items that have flat damage reduction. I feel like every other god's basic attack is reduced by flat damage reduction, so I think this is an interesting change. His passive, Immovable, decreased damage taken debuff from 15% to 10%, so a buff to allow him to stay a little healthier whenever he gets knocked up. Sir Nunios, Shifters of the Season, his Summer Heat increased the scaling from 5% to 10%. Autumn Decay increased protection reduction debuff from it was on a scale of 10 to 25, now it's going to be on a scale of 10 to 26, and increase the duration from 5 seconds to 7 seconds. So a little stronger in the early game, and it's going to last a little bit longer. I think this is an interesting change to Sir Nunios. Odin, his ultimate, Ring of Spears, changed the duration. It was on a scale of 4 seconds to 6 seconds. Now it's going to be 5 seconds at all ranks. Enemies inside the ring now have their power reduced by 15%. And then this goddess, I have to call Isis for YouTube's sake. I know how to pronounce her name. Just when I make YouTube videos, her name is Isis. Her Dispel Magic, her 3, increased the slow from 20% at all ranks to 20% at level 1, 30% at level 5. Increased the shield health from it was on a scale of 50 to 230. Now it's going to be on a scale of 50 to 270. Up next, we're going to be going over the changes to the Conquest map. For game modes, Conquest, they updated the guide start route. Invader's Curse adjusted the area around camps to reduce the effects bleeding through walls. Invader's Curse now covers the area around back harpies, and they decreased the time active from 1 minute to 35 seconds. The Lesser Scorpion no longer activates an aura of healing when it's in its down state. It now activates the aura of healing around its leash area for the team that slays it. The aura lasts for 10 seconds and provides a healing buff. This aura lasts 10 seconds and provides a healing buff. Plus 10 health per second, lasts 3 seconds. 130 HP max, 10 ticks refreshing plus 3 more after the fact. Refreshes while inside the leash radius area. The base stats, physical protections reduced from 6 to 2, magical protections increased from 2 to 6, the physical power increased from 28 to 34, and the XP reward reduction from 41 to 21. The scaling stats decreased max health from 180 to 120. The enhanced speed buff no longer provides crowd control reduction, instead it provides an additional flat 5% movement speed. The Conquest environment added the spectator version of the map. This has reduced trees and less tall landmarks for better camera visibility. The gameplay revision of the map. The main wall behind Fire Giant has been decreased in size so that the Fire Giant scale feels more normal and so that gods flying over won't clip inside the rock. The size of the blocking volume in this area has not changed. They lowered the height of the jungle trees and other objects that flying gods could clip into. We currently are planning on keeping the jungle tree density as it is though. Adjusted the order base arches to not block god vision while using aerial ultimates like Thor or Rama. Additional set dressing, plants, props, and decorative items have been added, so the map's going to look a little bit fancier. Up next, we're going to be going over the skins. Starting with the coolest skin of the patch, we have the Voodoo Rock Baron Samedi. This is going to be exclusive to the Viewer Pass. Then we have the Infinite Avatar Vamana, which is going to be exclusive to the Viewer Store. The Chichen Pizza Xbalanque, which is going to be exclusive to the Viewer Store. We have the Android Arachne, which is going to be exclusive to the Dawn of Babylon. The Wildstyle Mulan, which I think is a pretty cool looking skin, which is also going to be exclusive to the Dawn of Babylon. We have the Northern Warder Khepri, which is going to be exclusive to the Critter Chest. And then we have some Tiamat skins. We have the Azure Sea Tiamat, which is the standard recolor. The Ascended Tiamat, which is the Season Pass 2021 recolor. And then we have the Tiamat Mastery skins. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tiamat's kit. So we already have a video covering Tiamat's kit on the channel, which I'll link in the top right. We have Death Begets Light. While in flying stance, Tiamat gains health from nearby allies and enemy deaths, less from minions. In ground stance, she gains up to 5 hardened scales, damage mitigation that breaks after a certain amount of damage is taken. Normal minions do not provide hardened scales. Primordial Onslaught, Tiamat's going to gather some power and shoot a line attack. This is in her flying stance. Ruination, Tiamat creates an energy field dealing low damage to enemies in the entire area, but a large amount of damage to enemies in the inner area, also in the flying stance. The third ability in the flying stance that allows her to get to the ground stance is Grounding Dive. Tiamat's going to jump forward, dealing damage. Children of Creation, this is Tiamat's ultimate in her flying stance. Tiamat can summon different things. She can summon serpents, she can summon beasts, she can summon storms. And if you'd like to read more, you can go ahead and pause the video, but we also have the video going over everything that is linked a little bit earlier in this video. In the ground stance, her 1, Consume, Tiamat is able to consume a jungle monster. So she can actually get up to 2 buffs here. So she's attacking red and she consumes it. She's going to get the red buff, but then you can actually kill the red buff and the red will still be on the ground so somebody else could pick it up. Tiamat can wear 2 buffs, which I think is a really cool mechanic. Outburst, Tiamat slams the ground, creating a seismic rift that's going to knock up enemies. Rising Flight, this is how Tiamat gets back into the flying stance from her ground stance. Tempest of Undoing, this is her ultimate in the ground stance. She's going to do a little circle spin that does a lot of damage. Well, that is going to be the end of the patch notes. There were a few things I didn't cover, but I covered all of the important stuff. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. I will be releasing a Tiamat mid video tomorrow. If you feel like you learned anything in this video, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for some more content. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.